friends, this past weekend we kicked off a brand new series of talks called Famous Last Words. And in this series we're looking at John 13 through 17, which Jesus spoke just hours before his crucifixion. Well, this weekend we unpacked John 13, which had several powerful moments in it, all of them showing his disciples how to love each other as he had loved them. First, Jesus did the unthinkable. He literally washed the dirty, smelly feet of his disciples. Of all of the lowly jobs a servant could do in the first century, washing people's feet was at the bottom of the list. And yet Jesus, the Son of God, showed love by serving the undeserving. Next, Jesus predicted that Judas was soon going to betray him. Now, for those of us who know the story, we knew that Judas was the betrayer of Jesus. But to them, it was a complete surprise. However, Jesus knew all along. From the moment Judas was chosen to be a disciple, Jesus knew that he would later betray him. And yet, knowing that truth for 3.5 years, Jesus never once treated Judas any differently. Instead, he loved the unlovable. What a powerful example for us. Now, as if things weren't tense enough, Jesus also predicted that Peter would deny him 3 times before the day was up. Now, this was a complete shock to Peter, who is known for his boldness and his courage. And yet, just as Jesus predicted, Peter denied him. And afterwards, Peter was crushed by what he had done. And yet, Jesus still forgave Peter for what he thought was an unforgivable act, denying Jesus. You see, like the disciples, we have stinky feet because we've walked places that we wish we hadn't, and we have regrets in our lives, and yet Jesus still washes our feet, figuratively speaking, and he serves us. And like Judas, we've betrayed Jesus by failing to measure up to the high calling that he has for our lives, and yet Jesus still shows us love. And like Peter, we've denied Jesus with our words and our actions, and yet he forgives us when we repent of our sin. And so, in return, we're to love Jesus by loving others, which is following his command to love others as Jesus has loved us. Now, I trust that this week you'll have the opportunity to put these famous last words of Jesus into practice. John 13:34. A new command I give you, love one another as I have loved you. So you must love